Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got an insane story for you, one that could be a game changer for the future of space travel. 4 astronauts are gearing up for a historic and potentially dangerous commercial spacewalk as part of the Polaris Dawn mission. And trust me, this isn't just another billionaire joyride into space. Let's break it all down. So, what's the Polaris Dawn mission all about? It's a fully private, week-long mission onboard SpaceX's Crew Dragon spacecraft. And no, NASA isn't involved. But the stakes are high. The crew plans to test out brand new spacesuits and perform the first-ever commercial spacewalk. Our spacewalkers: billionaire mission commander Jared Isaacman, SpaceX engineers Anna Menon and Sarah Gillis, and retired Air Force pilot Scott Poteet. And while only 2 of them will actually step outside the spacecraft, all 4 will be at risk, floating in the vacuum of space. And here's the kicker: they'll be using spacesuits that have never been tested in orbit before. Now, what makes this so risky? Space is already dangerous, but this mission cranks it up a notch. The Crew Dragon doesn't have an airlock, which means when the hatch opens for the spacewalk, the entire cabin is exposed to space. As Jared Isaacman himself said, "You're throwing away all the safety of your vehicle." The crew will be relying completely on those new spacesuits to survive in one of the harshest environments imaginable. So, how are they prepping for this? The spacewalk process starts a full 48 hours before they even open the hatch. During that time, the crew goes through something called a pre-breathe. Basically, they'll lower the pressure inside the ship and breathe 100% oxygen. This prevents a condition called the bends, where nitrogen bubbles can form in your bloodstream. Then they'll put on those brand new SpaceX spacesuits, which are connected to the ship by umbilical cords providing power and air. Finally, Isaacman and Gillis will step outside to run tests while Menon and Poteet stay inside, providing crucial support. This isn't the first time a spacewalk without an airlock has happened. NASA's Gemini and Apollo programs did the same thing. Space experts like Leroy Chiao, a retired NASA astronaut, are confident that SpaceX has thoroughly prepared for this. But as Chiao points out, there's a lot of new stuff being tested here. From the 48-hour pre-breathe protocol to these new spacesuits, everything's a first. But let's not sugarcoat it. There are still major risks. Space debris is always a concern, and a single piece of debris could spell disaster. Plus, depressurizing the entire cabin raises risks for the 2 crew members staying inside. Still, SpaceX has spent over 2 years prepping for this mission, running countless tests and simulations to make sure the crew is as safe as possible. Abhi Tripathi, a former SpaceX mission director, says that if there's any team that can pull this off safely, it's SpaceX. If you want to see history in the making, mark your calendars. The spacewalk is planned for Thursday, and SpaceX will be live streaming the whole thing. The broadcast starts an hour before the spacewalk at 2:23 a.m. ET, so grab some popcorn, or maybe some coffee, and tune in. That's all for today's video. What do you think? Will this mission pave the way for future spacewalks? Let me know in the comments. Be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to subscribe for more updates on space exploration. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.